I'd like to welcome everyone to Willis ISD's District's Dynamic Show for February the 4th, 2015. I'm your host, Superintendent Tim Harkrider, and thank you for joining us this morning. Education is exciting and great things are happening in Willis ISD. Our teachers are passionate and enthusiastic about educating our students, and they inspire students to success every single day. And while teachers are definitely our key to success with students, our auxiliary staff can be equally important in winning the hearts and minds of kids. Our bus drivers are the first person many of our students see in the morning and can have a tremendous impact on a child's attitude for the rest of the day. We always try to recognize their efforts and develop relationships with our students, but one in particular went above and beyond the call of duty one day. Imagine, if you will, a normal Monday morning at work. Suddenly a fellow coworker slumps over and is non-responsive. What would you do? If you're Willis ISD bus driver Tim Lake, you follow your training and calmly save your coworker's life. For this heroic action and for being an outstanding employee who can always be counted on to handle his bus and students with care, Lake was named our most valuable player for January 2015. As a school district, we all train for many types of emergencies, and we hope that we never have to put that training into action. Tim Lake is obviously the definition of a most valuable player, but to go above and beyond to save the life of a fellow employee makes him a true community hero. Willis ISD is fortunate to have him on our team, and very nice at the board meeting. Tim and his family were able to come, and just a very good evening. Susie, the lady whose life he saved, was able to show up as well, and it was the first time they had actually seen each other since that morning when Tim had saved her life. And we do all kinds of things for kids each and every day, and everything we do is about the education, but sometimes we get some real life lessons, and the way Tim responded along with some other employees was just unbelievable story, and we were very proud to recognize him. Another vital part of the Wildcat team is our child nutrition staff. They start preparing to win at 6 o'clock every morning. They wash fruits and vegetables, check the menu, and take inventory. They deliver breakfast to feed over 2,700 hungry elementary students each day, and then turn around and get lunch prepared for that day and maybe even the next. In between, they're doing their paperwork to meet federal guidelines, accepting food deliveries, constantly cleaning up after themselves, and a million other things that result in smiling, well-fed children and adults. We appreciate their devotion to our kids and to winning the Mealtime Challenge each and every day. And I've been through our cafeteria several times, and I don't think I've ever been through where everybody is not running around. They are definitely a behind-the-scenes group that we are extremely proud of. They are a big part of our team and do a lot of great things for our kids, and can't tell them enough how much we appreciate what they do to help our district run smoothly each and every day. During our August convocation, I encouraged our staff to give their best for our kids each and every day and to focus on helping our students be successful in every aspect of their life. While we all realize that education is about more than test scores, we must prepare the children of Willis ISD for those challenging assessments that will be given later in the spring. A typical day in Willis ISD finds that Cannon's Mrs. Black, helping her bilingual students blossom using the Lucy Calkins writing model. Turner Elementary enlists the help of their watchdogs, and watchdogs, that stands for Dads of Great Students, to bond with their scholars and enhance classroom lessons. C.C. Hardy's Pat Perez encourages reading with a quick, automated way to check out library books. Next door, Parmley Elementary's Emily Dean employs guided reading techniques to individualize instruction. Metter Elementary moms of magnificent students are always ready to lend a hand with reading or other support. At Brabham, you'll find students tuning up for a great year with an expanded music program and making math fun at their nachos and numbers night. Aided by volunteer mentors, Lynn Lucas Middle School strives to ensure students have the necessary support to achieve on every level. And students in Willis High School's Lisa Kuntz's printing and imaging technologies classes acquire skills for success today and tomorrow. And those are just a few examples. When I tell you our calendars are busy and great things are happening, I cannot stress that enough. Throughout our entire school district, we've got kids doing great things and adults doing great things to support our students, and it's a blast and it's nonstop, and it's a great thing to be a part of. And everyone in Willis ISD works as one team, one purpose, and find new ways to make education exciting. We've had some recent successes. Like I said, we've got a bit busy calendar, a lot of things going on. We had several first-place finishes at the academic UIL meet and 6 Willis High School students qualifying for the state DECA meet to be held in Dallas in February. We had 3 Best of Show and 4 gold medal winners from the Willis ISD District Art Show. They will have their work displayed at the Hayloft Center during the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. A very exciting time for those kids, and we had a great event at our art show a couple weeks ago at Hardy, and great turnout from parents. It was packed when I got there when the doors opened about 4:30. Lots of kids going and seeing their projects. My daughter actually had her project there, and it was neat. She enjoyed getting her little ribbon and seeing her artwork up. She was excited for about 5 minutes, and then she was ready to go play with her friends, and so that was fun. But it was a very good turnout. It's a great job that our staff does with that event each and every year. Athletics is in full swing. It's definitely cold outside, and I guess the sports, we've got those a little mixed up when we've got soccer in the winter, playing in shorts and T-shirts, and football in the fall, but that's just kind of how it works out. Our girls soccer team's off to a solid start. We're 5-3-1 overall. We lost our first district match to College Station in a very tough matchup, but the girls played well. Boys soccer is 4-4 on the season. They're 0-1 in district play. Had a tough 3-2 loss in their first district ball game, but we expect great things from both of these programs, and should be an exciting year for them. At our tennis right now, our Wildcat junior Tina Nguyen finished second in the girls A singles of the JV Cougar Classic, and the next up for the JV tennis is a tournament at New Caney on February the 12th. Girls varsity basketball had a tough night the other night against first place Brian Rudder. They lost 60-29. Haley Sellers had 7 points and Kendall Reese with 15. JV girls basketball defeated Rudder 54-12, so it was kind of reverse of those two scores and came out on top. They're having an excellent year this year. I believe they are 15-6, and our freshman girls team, I believe, has only lost 4 games, so both of them are doing very well. Boys basketball came up, tough loss the other night to Rudder, 61-56, and then Friday night we lost by 5 points to Bryan. Our boys are undersized but play with a lot of heart. We believe we're 2-7 in district, but we've lost 2 games at the buzzer, a handful of games by less than 5 points. Guys play extremely hard, and they're fun to watch, so if you get a chance to go out and see either of our girls teams from freshmen up, same thing on our boys. We've got a lot of good, talented kids that are playing very hard, and I'd love for you to come out and watch them. And speaking of basketball, let's go from what's coming up for our junior high boys basketball. Lynn Lucas 8th grade boys. We've got a heck of a team. They were at the Bear Branch tournament last weekend, our A team. They won the first 2 games and got to the championship round and beat Tomball in overtime 49-48 to claim the first place trophy. These guys have done an excellent job. They play, I believe, 8-minute quarters, and a couple weeks ago, and they scored 96 points in an 8th grade basketball game. I can't tell you how difficult that is on any level, much less in junior high, but we've got a lights out group there, and definitely fun to watch. Swimming and diving just competed in the district championships at Conroe ISD's natatorium on Friday and Saturday. Divers Kaylee Batten and Michaela Fleming qualified for regionals with a first and second place finish Friday. We have definitely one of the toughest districts in the state. Our swimmers improved their times, but we did not have anybody qualify for regionals. So hopefully that Kaylee and Michaela will have great luck at the regional qualifier. That will be the meet is February 6th and 7th at Texas A&M University. So our athletic programs are geared up. We had softball and baseball in practicing. Started a couple weeks ago. Baseball started this last Friday, and our girls softball team start their scrimmages this week. So everybody will be in full swing, and track season's right around the corner. So we've got a lot on the plate in the classroom and on the different playing fields, and it's a great time to be a Wildcat. We'll be back after a short break.
At Jazzy Junk volunteers reclaim, restore, and recycle. Jazzy Junk is a non-profit resale storefront where you will discover wonderful, unique finds at very affordable prices on furniture, antiques, books, art, home decor, and more. When you shop Jazzy Junk, you support New Danville, a community for adults with developmental disabilities. We receive new donations daily, so plan a visit to Jazzy Junk today to find that perfect item or gift. Our motto is here today, gone today, so remember to hurry in and shop often for the best selection. Jazzy Junk is located in the outlets at Conroe on League Line Road and I-45 North. Call 936-441-4500 or visit our website, jazzyjunk.org, that's JUNQUE, for more information and store hours.
Put a smile on your face, a warm feeling in your heart, and tune in to the listener-friendly Mark and Cindy Show every weekday morning from 10 to 11 here on IRLoneStar.com. Do you have anything to add to that, Mark?
Yeah, scratch the listener-friendly part. Goes without saying. We're not going to be unfriendly with listeners because they'll quit listening and we'll be back to emceeing watermelon-tossing galas. I'm not doing that again, Cindy.
Look, when somebody yells duck, you don't look over to see what's coming your way. You duck.
Hey, it's a reflex from martial arts training. Anyway, I'm not doing any more watermelon galas.
Okay, catch us on our archives, YouTube, SoundCloud, and HBO.
Right, HBO. We're on right after the Game of Thrones. Cindy, you are such a storyteller. I'd like to apologize for Cindy. She makes up stuff.
I'm not. Human Body Odor, HBO. It's an experimental new community channel.
The Mark and Cindy Show every weekday at 10 o'clock. Join us here on IRLoneStar.com. Please.
February is here, and Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Conroe's Players Theater Company has the perfect Valentine for the love of your life. Almost Maine by John Cariani explores that phenomena we call love in this quirky romantic comedy set in the remote mythical town of Almost Maine on a cold December night. Opening on December 30th, the production runs Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. till February 15th. As the northern lights fill the starlit sky, all is not what it seems in this delightful midwinter night's dream. Make reservations now online at owentheater.com or call the box office at 936-539-4049.
Welcome back to Willis ISD's District Dynamics Show for February 4th, 2015. We're in our second segment. We got our first guest, Willis High School Principal Travis Utecht. Travis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me here today.
We've got a lot of stuff going on at the high school and got a lot of topics for you to talk us through. So we'll just kind of get going with the latest attendance incentive that's hit Willis High School.
Yes, sir. We had some very exciting news that came out a couple of weeks ago. The Gullo family here in Conroe is giving us an incredible opportunity to literally drive home that point with our attendance about regular attendance, increasing our student success. This year, one lucky Willis High School student will win a car valued at $20,000 in an attendance incentive, drawing courtesy of the Gullo Auto Group. The way we're kind of doing it is for every week that a student has perfect attendance, they're going to receive one entry into a drawing. Then we'll have that drawing there at the end of the month of May. So a student could get maybe all the way up to about 18 different entries if they actually have perfect attendance from now all the way till the end of the school year. And we'll kind of have like a little pep rally style group there in the gym. And we're trying to get maybe even a representative from Gullo to come and actually do the drawing itself for us and give away a car. Some of the qualifying vehicles they have there, the kids can choose from a Toyota Corolla, a Ford Focus, or a Mazda 3. And of course, the winner will be responsible for tax, title, and license fees. And we're going to make sure the student is enrolled currently at Willis High School at the time of the drawing and in good standing with the district. So it's kind of an exciting deal. Our attendance has been up all year long. We're beating with the point where we were last year, and so we're hoping this will be one more big push to keep our students coming to school every day.
That's awesome. That was definitely a great phone call when I got the call from the Gullo family of this donation. And, we've made a huge focused this year on attendance, and what we told our principals and down to our kids and our face, we can't educate kids if they're not there with us, and that takes the parents working with us to ensure the academic success of their kids and their families, and that's kind of a team concept that we're really wanting to push to improve. Last Monday, you had a district or an expo that was a touring of our CTE areas. I was in Austin at a conference, but heard it went very well. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, sir. It was a great night. This is the second year in a row that we've had this expo where we've invited the incoming freshmen and their parents to come up to the school. The change this year, though, is we also invited our current 9th, 10th, and 11th graders to come also. Because even some of our current students at the high school don't realize all the programs that are available. So we had our career and technology education teachers there in their classrooms and their labs, their shops. We had the welding shop open, construction technology, the printing and imaging, our food labs, just everything was open. We also invited our fine arts teachers. The band directors were there, the choir director, our art teachers, theater arts, to kind of give kids a chance to walk throughout the building, see what was going on in the different rooms, and even, like I said, our current kids still may not know exactly all the programs that are available, so we wanted their parents to have a chance to see it. And a great crowd, just an estimate, I'm going to put our numbers probably somewhere around 750, 800 people were in attendance on Monday night. So just a great night, heard nothing but good stuff from the parents. And also a little shout out as well to our custodians. I put a little... made it a little bit more difficult than it normally is for our custodians because I needed all the stuff they normally clean till about 11 o'clock that night. I said, I need you to get it done before 6 o'clock. And they did it. That cafeteria and that main hallway literally looked like no one had even been there that day. It just was, awesome. It was a great job by our custodians, and all the staff members there to help out. It was just a really good evening.
That's good. And, we had talked about, it's like we've always showcased for freshmen, and once kids get in, it's a large school. They're running back forth to class, and they don't have the opportunity, obviously, to go search around of what else is out there. So to be able to give that opportunity for parents and stuff to come in, we've got a lot of excellent programs and great teachers, and to give that time to interact and kids to maybe find something that they like, and parents, that's a great night. I'm very pleased at the turnout, and very happy with the community support and what we've got going, so that's great to hear. Graduation pathways. These are some new endorsement areas that got kicked off with House Bill 5. Could you walk us through that?
Yes, sir. Our current 9th graders are the first cohort of students that are going to be required to graduate under these new graduation plans from House Bill 5. All students previous to that could choose between a recommended plan, minimum plan, distinguished. Now all of our kids will fall under the foundation plan. And on top of that, you can add endorsements to it, but everyone starts off with that foundation plan, which was different than the minimum plan. The biggest difference probably being highlighted was the 2 years of a foreign language. That's now being required even under the foundation plan. It was not required under the minimum plan. So on top of that, though, every student has an opportunity to earn endorsements. The 5 that you can earn are in arts and humanities, business and industry, a multidisciplinary endorsement, public service, and then finally STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. We have the opportunity at our high school to actually offer all 5 of these endorsements, and even within each endorsement, there are several different pathways that fall under the Texas career clusters that's been in play for several years with our career and technology. And we do offer enough of a course load, though, at Willis High School that every one of these every one of the endorsements is available. There are some pathways that may not be available to every one of our kids just because of our courses that we can't offer year to year. But our goal, though, is to have every opportunity available for every student. A lot of this is tied into career and technology, especially the business and industry and the public service pathways or endorsements. But some of them are just involving in our fine arts programs, students that want to get in fine arts, that want to get into the humanities and things like that, social studies, English, journalism, many different fields that are attempting to get our kids not only college ready but career ready also. So just a great opportunity there that we're going to have with our kids. And our counselors have been working very hard of trying to get this all aligned, along with our CT director, James Chumley, and my Dean of Instruction, Barbara Solberg, of getting it lined up for our kids as we get ready to choose our courses over the next few years.
Yeah, that's outstanding. And that the thought process behind the legislator with the House Bill 5 was to give schools, districts, a little bit more flexibility to be able to tailor things to their kids and their needs, because every district's a little bit different just depending on where you are and what areas and what industries are around that appeal to our kids. So to be able to offer all the endorsement areas we're excited about, and as we continue to grow as a school district, we're wanting to look at where our kids tend to focus and where some of their interests are, and then if there's different courses that we can add to these endorsement areas, that's something as we grow and add staff that we want to kind of look at and see where else we can target to give kids all the choices that we possibly can offer them. Career and technology education, we've talked a little bit about it, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to kind of go through some areas. My biggest deal was we had preached for so many years in education to be college ready, and really felt like students who were not interested in going to college or didn't feel like they had the means, it was almost a negative connotation to them that if you're not thinking about college, you're a failure. And you and I both know that's not the case. But with our career and technology education, there are some other things we can offer kids that could include college and maybe not. Maybe it's a certification that we end up getting. Could you kind of talk to everyone about our little program here?
Yes, sir. One of the bigger ones that's really started to grow a lot is in the health and human services. We have a growing Principles of Health Science program. We have several students who are now doing job shadowing in the community with our health science program, and also we have a pharmacy tech program also, where students are actually finishing high school already qualified to be a pharmacy technician, using that job for kids that maybe actually want to go to pharmacology school and become an actual pharmacist and making great money and great work experience. We have a good one with our manufacturing program. We have an outstanding welding instructor at Willis High School, Dane Kasselschultz, who does a good job preparing that. And, of course, also with our agreement with Lone Star College Conroe Center, we have kids that can even go beyond his class and do the welding classes at Conroe Center and earn that certification where they are a licensed welder when they walk out our door. And the difference is that kids, when they're in attendance at Willis High School, the district actually has an agreement with Lone Star, and we're paying that tuition at a very discounted rate. Whereas if they did it after high school, they're paying it for themselves, and it's no longer at a discounted rate. So it's a great opportunity for our kids in manufacturing. Lots of stuff, of course, in agriculture. That's a big part. Our audio-visual program through both Mrs. Standifer and Mrs. Kuntz when it comes to our cat news program, commercial photography, printing and imaging. Those have all just taken off just hugely with our kids. So it's been a great year this year with our career and technology education.
That's awesome. And, and that's one thing that we talk about, certifications and things, and it's amazing if we can give kids an opportunity to go out from high school and get into the real world with a fighting chance to start out and make decent money and start a career. It's amazing sometimes how that would lead them back to college to take a step further and go to different pathways. So it's not like we're trying to eliminate college. We're just trying to give kids other options. And, right out of high school, going to college may not be the option for some, but we want to be able to give them a leg to stand on and not just have a high school diploma with really nothing to do with it. Dual credit is something that high school started several years ago, and it's continually grown, and we do an outstanding job. We have a great collaboration piece with Lone Star College. Very proud of their system, and they're very good to us, and we feel like we've got a great partnership. Discuss a little bit about our dual credit program.
Yes, sir. In addition to the one I mentioned a while ago in the workforce, we also have a very rigorous academic dual credit program also. We have students that are taking a whole range of courses, including English, math, biology, history, government, economics, calculus, all kinds of great programs that allow our kids to get college credit while they're earning high school credit at the same time. Our kids, I believe the latest numbers I had, they are number one in Montgomery County. There's no students, no high school anywhere in Montgomery County that's earning more college credit hours than our kids are through Lone Star College. It's been a great program. We actually have a meeting coming up on February the 12th. I believe it's a 6 o'clock start for all of our sophomores, our current sophomores that are interested in going into the dual credit program. And that's actually a mandatory meeting for all sophomores and their parents. They're going to take dual credit courses for the first time next year.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. And, it's an opportunity for kids to get college credit as well as high school credit at a very discounted rate. The quality of the program's outstanding. Teachers do a great job. And I think you talk to kids who get rid of a dual credit class, yes, this is definitely a step up a little bit. And then one other, we've got our advanced placement program.
Yes, sir. In addition to dual credit, we have several students that are taking our advanced placement program through College Board. The difference between this and dual credit is the kids are not paying to take the class, but at the end of the school year, there is a test they will take through College Board that they'll pay for some of it, the school will pay for some of it also. And the kids have a chance to also earn college credit for this. With dual credit, you're guaranteed just about every state institution in Texas and some of the private ones are going to take it. There's not always a guarantee, though, that an out-of-state school might not take our dual credit. Some might not. But with AP from the College Board, your credit is going to be accepted everywhere in the United States. That credit, if you make that 4, that 5 on that AP exam, it's a golden ticket to anywhere you want to go. It's a very difficult test, but we have kids every year that are making 4s and 5s as that program continues to grow.
Right. Well, that's outstanding. Well, Travis, we appreciate you joining us today. Keep up the great work at the high school and looking forward to the great things you're going to do there in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll be back after a short break.
I'm Lieutenant Bob Berry with the Conroe Police Department, reminding you that texting and talking on the phone while driving are not only dangerous, but also illegal in school zones and other posted areas. Drive safely and alert.
Do you believe what happened on Nashville last week? Hi, this is Debbie Reynolds of Nash Trash on Lone Star Country Nights. Be sure to join Wayne Michaels and I Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on irlonestar.com for a recap. Will they? Won't they? Did they? So many questions, so much drama. Stay trashy, my friends.
The Woodlands Children's Museum invites you and your children to usher in the Chinese New Year, celebrating the Year of the Ram. Join us in the festivities beginning at 10 a.m. on Saturday, February 14th, including Lee's Dragon Lion Dance performance, art activities, and other educational activities. This is the perfect opportunity to explore the rich traditions of Asia, and the event is included with the cost of museum admission of $5 per person. For details, please visit www.woodlandschildrensmuseum.org. The Woodlands Children's Museum is located at 4775 West Panther Creek Drive at the intersection of West Panther Creek Drive and Woodlands Parkway.
Welcome back to Willis ISD's District's Dynamic Show for February 4th, 2015. I'm your host, Superintendent Tim Harkrider, and our second guest today is the new Child Nutrition Director at Willis ISD, is Miss Deborah Humphreys. Deborah, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we'll get started since you are a new face in the district. If you could give everyone a little background information about yourself.
Okay. I'm the Child Nutrition Director for for Willis ISD. I received a bachelor's degree from Sam Houston State University in home economics with the emphasis in food service management and nutrition. I grew up in a family restaurant business and have spent my entire career in the food service industry. The past 18 years, I have been the child nutrition for New Waverly ISD and just joined the Willis team in July 2014.
Well, great. Well, we are very glad that you're here and know you've done a great job so far. And, the Child Nutrition Department supports the educational goals of Willis ISD. You guys follow some federal guidelines. We talk to parents and we hear, well, why do you serve this? Why do you do that? And there are some guidelines that we have to follow. Could you talk to us a little bit about those?
Well, the guidelines are a little lengthy, and I will try to give a good outline to where we can all understand.
Okay.
We do follow the federal guidelines outlined in the Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act of 2010. Breakfast and lunch must contain certain components to comply with the federal guidelines. For breakfast, the components consist of meat or protein, bread, fruit, and milk. For lunch, the components are basically the same source of protein, vegetable, fruit, bread, and milk. Breads must be at least 51% whole grain. Vegetables and fruits must be in a variety of colors, and milk must be offered in a fat-free and 1% milk fat varieties. Breakfast and lunches must also meet the guidelines for calories, sodium, and fat.
So as you can tell, audience, we just can't whip out whatever we'd like to. Unfortunately, it's a lot more stringent than that. And with the expectations of the Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act of 2010, there is quite a bit of lengthy paperwork that as a district we have to fill out and turn in on a regular basis. And we all know that children learn better when they're well fed. And, we start off and we have something our district's done for several years, and I'm going to let you talk a little bit about it, that we do offer free breakfast to all of our elementary students. Could you give us some information?
Yes, sir. Breakfast in the classroom is offered to all elementary students. This provides a well-balanced breakfast to start out the day. My ladies actually pack up the breakfast items in a bag and carry them, whether it's a hot meal or a cold meal. Those bags do accommodate those items. They do take them to each of the classrooms. The teachers assist us in getting the kids through their little lunch line or breakfast line in the classroom. This really is a great thing that Willis is offering. We see a lot of kids that normally would not eat breakfast. They do eat breakfast in the classroom, and it's a great program.
That's awesome. And my daughter eats lunch at home every morning before she goes to school, but there are certain days that she looks forward to getting a little extra breakfast snack when she gets up at school every day. So secondary kids can eat breakfast at school. A lot of our kids at the secondary level choose not to, but we obviously still have that option available as well. Could you talk to us a little bit about numbers of how many lunch meals we kind of serve a day on average?
We feed from our 8 schools in the district approximately 5,000 children each day. And this is about 70% of our students who eat school at lunch.
Right. And that's quite a bit. We have right now about 6,900 kids. We're up about 200 students from last year. So serving a lot of lunches. My son is dead set on bringing his lunch every day. So unfortunately, Dad has to pack that. But every now and then he'll eat something at the school. And, we have some kids that have the option to bring some. We have others that don't. I mean, this is the option that we have, and unfortunately we have a lot of kids that the 2 meals they get a day are with us, and so we try to do our best to take care of them. Talk to us about the prices of our lunches at the elementary and secondary levels.
The elementary students pay $2.45 for lunch. The secondary, they can get a lunch for $2.70, and teachers and guests $3.
Okay.
We do offer free and reduced meals for families that meet the financial criteria.
Right. Okay. And can you give us some examples of typical menu type items?
Basically, in the elementaries, we have the chicken smackers, we have pizza, mini corn dogs, steak fingers, spaghetti and meatballs. We offer 3 choices each day where they can get a chef salad as well as the 2 choices. We offer fresh fruits and vegetables daily. The high school, we offer basically the same. We have a few other entrees that we don't serve in the elementaries. The Chinese food is very, very popular among the high school students. It is a very popular day. We have 11 serving lines set up in the cafeterias to where the children do not have to wait in the lunch line. We have a variety of meals that consist of cheeseburgers, chicken tenders, pizza, which is another favorite. Nachos, tacos, fajitas. We have a variety of foods each day to keep them from getting burned out eating the same thing.
Right. And you guys
daily.
did, and when I was a high school principal a couple of years ago, we run 3 different lunches, about 600 or so kids in each one, and it was, it's really amazing of how quick those kids can get in and out of the line. Ladies doing an excellent job, and there's not a lot of standing around, so they definitely do well.
Yes.
I just want to anything in particular moving from a smaller district to a larger district that was an aha moment for you coming to Willis?
It's been great working for Willis. I like the bigger school district. It gives you a little more options. Right. And, of course, I have a wonderful staff to work with that makes it a lot easier.
Well, great. Well, we were excited to hire you with the experience level that you had. It was definitely an easy choice for us, and we are thank you for joining us today, and we'll be right back.
Did you know there really was a place in Conroe where peer pressure doesn't exist and freedom takes on a whole new meaning? Bridgewood Farms is such a place. Here they offer their clients day services, vocational training, health and wellness programs, and social interaction activities for teens and adults with intellectual and developmental challenges. To help grow our programs, the community is being invited to come participate in the 7th annual wine tasting event called Around the World in 180 Minutes on April 11th at Main Street, America on I-45 in Spring. Enjoy a short travel through 18 regions of the world sampling fine wine. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Sponsorships are still available for as low as $350. Event passports sell fast. Don't miss the event that everyone is talking about. Get your passports for entry online today at bridgewoodfarms.org for just $75. With your help, we can be successful and continue to provide the best services for our special people.
Howdy, y'all. Wayne Michaels here with Lone Star Country Nights. And you know, when a parent of a premature child can't afford to or is unable to travel to the hospital to personally care for their premature baby, they turn to Cadence Hope. And when Cadence Hope needs assistance, we turn to Conroe's Country Music Family. Saturday, March 7th, Conroe's country music artist Maddie Dean, Kenna Danielle, Amber Adams, Michael Player, and some very talented teenagers in the Warehouse Rock Academy Band will join together to perform at the Texas Independence Music Festival in support of Cadence Hope. And this is your personal invitation to join Cadence Hope Saturday, March 7th at the Sparkle Event Hall located at 101 Metcalf in Conroe, Texas. The music kicks off at 7 and you're invited. So join Cadence Hope and Conroe's country music artist to support NICU parents. So there you have it. Cadence Hope needs your help. So please join Cadence Hope for the Texas Independence Music Festival Saturday, March 7th at the Sparkle Event Hall at 101 Metcalf. Enjoy some great country music and a little bit of rock and roll in a magical setting and help parents with a premature child. Tickets are only $10 at the door. That's Saturday, March 7th at the Sparkle Event Hall in Conroe, Texas.
Ooh, let the good times roll at the Woodlands Children's Museum. You and your children are invited to join in the spirit of Mardi Gras with beads, masks, parades, music, king cake, and more during our annual celebration. Join the festivities dressed in purple, gold, and green at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, February 17th, and stay as long as you like. It's an excellent opportunity to explore carnival celebrations being held in New Orleans, Galveston, and other countries around the world. Activities are included in the cost of museum admission of $5 per person. The Woodlands Children's Museum is located at 4775 West Panther Creek Drive at the intersection of West Panther Creek Drive and Woodlands Parkway. See you there, Cher.
Welcome back to Willis ISD's District's Dynamic Show for February the 4th, 2015, and this is our last segment, and we get an opportunity to talk about upcoming events. We've got quite a bit. I'm going to go kind of through our major categories here in February, every Thursday in February, with the exception of February the 19th. We will have our Parenting with Love and Logic program will be presented at 5:30 at Lynn Lucas Middle School. Find out how to put the fun back in parenting. We had our first meeting was last week, and we had probably about 25 parents, maybe 30 that showed up. It was a nice turnout the first time we're offering this program, and we're hoping through word of mouth and our advertising that we'd get a few more parents to come in. We feel like we've got a great program to offer, and it will be some benefits to some families, and we look forward to continuing to offer in this service. On Monday, February the 9th, we have a junior parent meeting from 6 to 7 at the Willis High School LGI. Wednesday, February the 11th is our regularly scheduled monthly Board of Trustees meeting. It starts at 6 o'clock at the Cargill Education Support Center, 204 West Rogers. And if you're free that night, we will have hot off the presses. Our demographic report will be presented by Desk Map that will kind of map out the projected growth. We've heard a lot of growth in the Montgomery County area, and this will kind of target what's fixing to take place in the borders of Willis ISD and how it's going to affect our school district. And we've got some great things coming, and it'll be a great report to come out and listen to. On Thursday, February the 12th, we have our advanced placement and dual credit meeting that Mr. Utecht discussed. That starts at 5:30 there at the high school. And Saturday, February the 21st, will be a very busy day in Willis ISD. We have our annual Chili Cook-Off, sponsored by the American Legion and benefiting our Willis ISD Cool Cats program. Come out there and support our Cool Cats at the American Legion on Saturday, February 21st. Also on Saturday the 21st is our annual Education Foundation Barbecue Bash. It's from 6 to 11 at the North Montgomery County Community Center. Tickets are $15 pre-sale and $20 at the door. The evening will feature live and silent auction, food, music, and fun. And we're looking forward. This is last year we had it at Willis High School. This year we moved it back to the community center, and looking forward to a great night. And also on February 21st is the annual Go Texan Parade, and the Willis High School Band will appear in it. We're looking forward to showcasing the band and the outstanding job Chris Allen and his kids do at the Go Texan Parade. It's always a great event, and we look forward to having them represent Willis ISD in the parade this year. We'd like to thank you for joining us. We're off to a great start to 2014-15 as we gear up this spring. Got a lot of great things happening for the kids of Willis, and we appreciate you joining us. Talk to you soon.